All right, so the heroes units are here. We now have the data download for all of the EZAs. And as speculated, the EZAs did drop or are going to drop without the summon banner yet, just because we can already see that all of these have the release dates and we haven't even gotten the data download for the new units. But let's go ahead and start looking at them in order. So let's go ahead and look at Demon King. I think his name is Meki Kabura. So he has 200% attack and defense with key +1, 100% additional attack and defense when performing a super attack, changes key seers from a certain type other than AGL to Rainbow, 25% attack and defense per key seer obtained. On additional two, if he gets 2 or more AGL key seers, he gets an additional 100% attack and defense, or an additional 100% attack if it's STR or physical key spheres for a just attack, and then 100% additional defense for tech or int key spheres. Reduces damage received by 10% and also recovers an additional 10% HP per rainbow key sphere obtained. That's pretty good. Launches additional attack that has just launches additional attack. That's crazy. With just 2 or more rainbow key spheres obtained. So I think this is just a 1 super attack. I'm pretty sure this is a different wording than Broly, right? I just want to double check that real quick to make sure that he can't do 3 super attacks. Where is he? There we go. For every 2 key, yeah, so it is different. So he can only do 1 additional super attack. It's not if you get like 4 rainbow key spheres or more. Raises attack infinitely, raises defense for 1 turn. Okay, not bad. He's on demonic power, yeah. That could be a nice thing for demonic power too. No restrictions either. Not bad. A lot of these hero units are going to be a little bit hard to tell of like what actual stats they're going to have in the game though, just because there's just so much multiplicative nonsense to go over that the damage reduction does help though. Like the up to 50% damage reduction if you get 5 key spheres. Well, I guess the only thing I could see the issue of is he gets damage reduction HP, but they didn't make it where Dokkan will go ahead and choose that path. So more often than not, you'll probably be at like 2 to 3 rainbow key spheres because they didn't give like extra key or anything, which would have helped. I will say that I don't really like when they do stuff like that. Key +1, 50% attack and defense per Dragon Ball Heroes or Time Travelers category ally on the team, depending on which category has more. Additional 100% attack and defense performing a super attack and great chance to perform a critical hit. 50% defense when performing a super attack and randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to Rainbow if all allies attack in the same turn in Dragon Ball Heroes or Time Travelers category. Characters launches 2 additional attacks, each of which have a high chance to become a super attack if all allies are Dragon Ball Heroes or Time Travelers category characters. Okay, not bad at all. Again, just a lot of multiplicative because I think this is up to 350% attack and defense. Start a turn, you get additional 100% attack and defense here, additional 50% defense here, 50% additional defense on his super attack effect as well. Sealing supers is nice as well. Could help for gimmick fights like Bulma and other things too. Yeah, not a bad card for sure. The thing I definitely wish was just the fact that this guy is a rainbow key sphere changer, but he still doesn't get buffs from rainbow key spheres. So it's just like I want to see another character either get buffs from rainbow key spheres, or it's kind of a weird ability to put on this character when now we know he's just getting full key anyways, you know. I guess Meki Kabura, but it's just like you're not really gonna want to run these 2 together, right? Anyways, Xeno Pan, 140% attack and defense, additional 70% when performing a super attack, 3 key and 40% to crossover category allies, and then additional 20% attack and defense for characters who are Dragon Ball Heroes, 60% support, pretty good. Great chance to perform a critical hit, great chance to avoid enemies' attacks, 70% defense within the same turn after each attack evaded, nice. Gain an additional 70% attack and defense and all allies chance to perform a critical hit, 15% per crossover category ally attacking in the same turn. 30% critical chance support is kind of crazy though. Yeah, that's pretty good. 50% attack and defense here too. That's nice. Let's see the next one. I did look at his kit a little bit beforehand. He's pretty good as well. 150% attack and defense, 150% attack and defense performing a super attack, 30% attack up to 150%, and uncapped crit, which each super attack performs, so he can guarantee crit after 5 super attacks. 2 key and launches an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack when there's a crossover or Super Saiyans category ally attacking the same turn. And it's only one crossover across Super Saiyans category. Not bad. All attacks become critical hits and launches an additional attack if the enemy is attack down, defense down, stunned, or sealed. And he also greatly raises defense infinitely and raises attack for 1 turn. Or at least I believe that's how it is, right? I'm almost positive. Let me just double check because I have the card in... I have the card in Dokkan, so I could just pull him up really fast on my end and see. Because I'm pretty positive that he stacks right now. Here we go. Yeah, raises defense, comma. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is infinitely. That's pretty good. One thing I will say is the fact that he looks like he's going to be an offensive based character for sure, but I'm a little bit worried on defense. Unlike the other characters that we've seen, this one has the least amount of multiplicative, whatever. It has the least amount of stats for defense, right? You only get 150% start a turn, 150% here, and then greatly raising defense with each super attack. I think that defensively he might not be the best. Maybe offensively he'll be pretty good. Guaranteed crits will obviously help that, but 150% attack and defense start a turn, 50% when performing a super attack, 30% with each super attack perform up to 150%. So basically like how it was pre-EZA. Like, yeah, word for word, bar for bar. 2 additional super attacks when there's another... 2 additional super attacks when there is another crossover category ally attacking the same turn, when the enemy is stunned, or when the target's enemy's super attack is sealed. Okay, I like it when it's like this. Gives so many conditions that it's almost going to happen every single time. Performs a critical hit when there's another Super Saiyan 3 category ally attacking in the same turn. Nice, nice, nice. I mean, AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku is busted right now, so that's not an issue at all. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, and lowers attack and defense. Nice, nice. Yeah, I think this guy's fine. He's got start a turn when performing a super attack and build up. Yeah, I think this is another thing with like how I was saying with Trunks though, just 150% here, 150% here, and that's it defensively. I think they could have gave him another defensive ability for sure. Let's go ahead and look at Xeno Go Hanks. Is it just gonna be the same thing? It is. It's just the same thing. Yeah, exact same thing. Yeah, we don't need to look at it then. It's the same thing. 150% attack and defense reduces damage received by 50%. Launches additional attack for 1 turn from the character's entry turn. Nice, nice. I know, yeah, because he got that greatly raising attack and defense. Even pre-EZA, he had that. Plus additional 150% attack and defense when there's a Goku's family or Dragon Ball Heroes category ally on the team. That's what you love to see. Because before it was just Goku's family, and now it's both. So he works on both teams, which is what I really wanted for these characters. Goku's family category allies 3 key and 50% attack and defense. I would have liked it to also been heroes as well, but that's not the worst. Plus additional 77% attack when performing a super attack, and launches an attack that has a high chance to become a super attack if there's another Dragon Ball Heroes category ally attacking the same turn when attacking, or an extreme class enemy when attacking. That's nice. That's nice. So again, it's just a condition that's going to be easy to hit, or a condition that you can control that shouldn't be too hard to hit. Okay. Let's look at Vegeta. I'm assuming it's just going to be the exact same thing. Yeah, okay. So it's just guard instead of the 50% damage reduction. Oh yeah, so what did his thing turn from? High chance to great chance to stun the enemy. And then what did Vegeta turn to? Lowers attack. Greatly lowers attack. There's still characters that can get their attack and defense lowered, so that's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, that's not the worst. And then Toa. I believe this is the free-to-play unit, right? I'm almost positive this is the free-to-play unit. Yeah, because there you go, 77% attack and defense. 200% attack, 150% attack and defense performing a super attack, 50% chance to dodge as a second or third attacker in the turn, plus an additional chance of evasion up to 15% with each attack evaded, including super attack. I'm assuming that does go up to 65% then. Like, it doesn't reset. I hope it doesn't reset. All allies 30% attack and defense when there's 3 or more extreme class allies on the team. All allies 15% attack and defense for 2 turns after the character evades 3 or more attacks in battle when there are 3 or more extreme class characters. Once only. That should have just been free. If you're giving all these conditions where it's you have to evade and have it where it's 3 or more extreme class allies, I feel like this should have been, that should be where it just it's able to proc permanently after you get both of those conditions. It shouldn't have been a once only thing. Plus an additional 100% attack and defense, excuse me. When performing a super attack, all allies keep +2, 20% attack and defense, and changes AGL keystrings to STR category, or STR keystrings when all allies are Dragon Ball heroes or crossover category. Okay, like, yeah, I think the like winners of this are probably just going to be Goku and Vegeta. They have the best turn 1 potential out of all of these characters. Who would I say then the other one would be? Maybe Xenopan. Xenopan having the 70% dodge and the massive amount of support does help her out a lot. Again, we just have to see how these characters look like inside of the actual game itself, because I could 100% be wrong about VJX, whatever. Vegeta and Trunks, the fusion of Vegeta and Trunks. But yeah, overall, I would say some of these are very hit, some of these are very miss, but we're gonna have to see how they look like in the game. Other than that, though, thank you all for watching. Hopefully, you guys have a great rest of your week. Thank you as always for remember, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.